Hey guys, I'm back to give you another Power Rangers Megazord review. First, let me just say I'm very sorry for not getting this video out earlier in the month. I would've, but I had, too much work at my job going on, and, school just started up, like, just literally a few days ago, so really, yeah, getting to these reviews is getting a little bit more difficult, as the weeks go by, so definitely do not be expecting so much within, a month or, like even like a whole year, just for that matter. I will try my best to get to at least one review per month, but it will probably be around like the final few days of a certain month, so just please bear with me and thank you for understanding. So now, let's get on to the review at hand. I'm going to be reviewing the third RPM Megazord, one that I've been so wanting for the past couple of years. It is the Mach Megazord. And as you can see, we got the Falcon, the Tiger, and the Whale. Of course, the best Megazord controlled by Gem and Gemma. Actually, the only Megazord controlled by Gem and Gemma. The weird little duo. But anyway, simply put, these Zords are all, well, as you can see, they're all flying based, and honestly, I like the whole concept of having Megazords that are only mainly just like flyers, such as the SWAT flyers from SPD, and also you got the Samurai Star Megazord from Ninja Storm, which again I like. Personally, I actually do like Zords that are actually capable of flying, and hopefully one day the Sentai actually decides to make like a whole series dedicated to planes. Yeah, that's actually a fantasy of mine. I really don't care what you say. So, let's get down to talking about each individual Zord. First, we got the Falcon, or Falcon Copter, controlled by Gem. Now, as you can see, the name is as it is pretty much what it implies. It's a Falcon, and it's a copter. You can tell by the propellers, stuff like that. Although, it was joked in the series that the Falcon looked more like a chicken than anything else. And honestly, I can see that, because in Go Under, it actually was not referred to as a Falcon at all. I do believe it was referred to as a chicken. And honestly, if you do look at the face a little bit, it looks more like a chicken. It looks nothing like a falcon. Just like the beak, and of course it's got the little red thing. I'm sorry, I just can't remember the red thing that chickens have in their heads, so I do apologize. So definitely this is the Chicken Zord, but somehow Falcon sounds a lot more, I guess, cooler by Disney standards. But anyway, just in terms of the articulation, not too bad. Not really much you can really do, except just, spin the propellers. That's all you can do. Although, you can also close them in if you can... Hold on. Which way? Oh, wait. Yeah, they can close in that way. Yeah. Let's open that up there again. Got that. Got the little tab back here pulled down, and that's where you put in the engine cell, or I guess disk, as I want to call it now, disk chip, whichever you prefer. Really not much you can really do. And finally, just pull this down as a little hook. Yeah, nothing much. Detail-wise, flawless. It came new in the box when I bought it last year for Christmas, so that's nice. Moving on to Gemma's Zord, the good old Tiger Jet. The nice silver tiger. Again, capable of flying. Has a little... Dang it, how does that... Ah, there we go. Hook comes down. Mine's a little bit too stiff. It does get stuck up there quite a lot. I don't know about yours, but mine gets stuck quite a lot. There we go. Little tab pull down, put in the engine cell. In terms of articulation, not much you can really do, except just like fold the wings down and up. Although these only come in handy when you start making start doing the Megazord combinations. But we'll get into that in a future video, hopefully this year or 2013. Just bear with me, guys. All right. Overall, good. Finally, we come to the big bad boy himself, the Whale Zord. Just called the Whale Zord, no fancy name, just the Whale Zord. As you can see, this is the biggest one of them all. It's basically modeled after a wide-body aircraft. That's all it really is, just a giant aircraft. This one kind of, you know, mimics the whole, you know, it kind of is almost like a homage to Shane's Zord from Ninja Storm. Although the models are completely different colors, different animals, but hey, same thing. It looks like a jet plane, so just deal with it. Oh, sorry, that's the jet plane. This is a regular aircraft. Sorry. Again, just like the Croc Carrier, this one has got no pilot. So this basically is pulling like a Dylan and Ziggy kind of thing. You get two main Zords, really small ones, and then you get the big bad boy that happens to form like 70% of the overall Zord. Well, not even 70%, 80% of the Zord is formed just by this guy alone. So yeah, overall, Zord and detailing, all three perfect. Not much you can do in the articulation department. It does have wheels down here at the very bottom, but it's just a brick. It's just a brick. You can't really do much with it. Kind of pathetic, but well, what can you do? Wings fold up, fold down. Of course, you can, you know, break the. Just open up a little bit, and you can spin his little things around. Sorry, I cannot remember these things. I'm sorry. I should have paid attention in science class and biology and, you know, and oceanography class. I'm sorry. I should have paid attention there. Nope. Dang it. Sorry, I'm a little off today. But really, not much you can do with him unless you want to transform him. Of course, he's saying, transform me. Alright, I'll transform you if you're really that into it. Well, that's just it for the Zords. Just talk about them individually. But now, let's move on to the transformation. Alright, first what we're going to do is, we're going to do that. We're going to take off his head. Then we're going to turn him around, open up his legs. Oh, wait. Do that. Right. The head, just connect it onto the front. There we go. And you fold up the wings at the top here. And then, you got pretty much the whole Megazord already formed. If it just had its own arms, you wouldn't even need these two little Zords here. You could just have it stand by itself. But of course, you need more. Take the Falcon, take off the little tail wing in the back. Then you have to like come around to the back, and this little square right here, and that connects on to this little connector right here. It doesn't really click. It just kind of like grooves its way in, just like that. Then that just connects to this little hole up here. This little connector here. Then go. Alright, so next you take the Tiger Jet, take off the wings in the front. There are two little holes right here in front of the Tiger's mouth, and there are two little pegs that are on the helmet piece. So what you do, just connect it on like so. Just have to connect it in there very carefully. There you go. Then that's just connected to the front of here. It's a little difficult to get in sometimes. I apologize for that. But now, as you can see, okay, that was not supposed to happen at all. I apologize for that as well. Sword's acting a little weird today. I don't know why. But there we got ourselves the good old-fashioned Mach Megazord. Now, as you can see, It's pretty impressive. As you can tell by the helmet on here, it looks kind of familiar, right? Yeah, it looks like another one of those regular jet pilots going to go and kill some people. But yeah, overall, I do like the look of this Megazord. I mean, it just has an RPM futuristic feel to it. Just looking at it makes you say, yeah, this is the future now, what of it, come at us. Well, other than just like, you know, moving the arms around in a full 360 with the head coming off, being a little bit uncooperative today, aren't you? Besides just doing that, there's really not much you can really do with this Megazord. I mean, really it's just a brick. I mean, like, I actually could bore you with all the details about, like, all the attacks, but I'm sure we've all seen RPM, right? Yeah, just for the record, I'm actually going to try to cut down on all my ramblings about the attacks, because really, I think people are just here for just the main review, and, you know, that's that. I don't think they need to know the backstory behind these Zords. It's only unless you want to, right? If you guys want to hear the backstory, no matter how obvious and how overused it is, just let me know and I'll try my best, right? Of course, in detail, not much you can say other than the fact that it's, you know, pretty decent. It's a pretty decent looking Megazord. Not too small, not too big. It's just good. Yep. Little tab in the back here. I've been trying to open up this little thing for how long? Don't know why it just doesn't open up. Well, like I said, tight joints, giggity. So yeah, that just about does it for the Mach Megazord. Definitely recommend picking it up. Although if you try to find them, you might either find one in, you know, the UK, or you'll find some here in the US. Most of them in the US, as I've been seeing, are, you know, like already opened. The ones that I've been seeing in the UK, which is where I bought this one, most of those are all in mint condition. This guy, I just can't remember his name right off at the top of my head, but he actually had like a few of these during his Christmas sale, so he might still have some up on his channel. I'm not entirely 100% certain, but definitely if you do want the Mach Megazord, definitely look up the guy. I believe his price range was about $30-some. I definitely know it wasn't 40. It definitely was over $30, but less than 40. I paid roughly $55 for this guy, which you know kind of the international shipping. Definitely, he is the guy, and this is the one you need to look for. So there you go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the review. I'll be sure to get to as many reviews as I can, but like I said, I have a life, and I have to get some work in and some college homework done. So, thanks again for watching. I'll see you around for the next review. So, take care of yourselves.